Shalom Uvracha. We're in the portion Tzav. Tzav means order. In the last portion, Vayikra, in this portion, God is commanding Moses and the sons of Israel to do the work on the altar in the house of Hashem, to bring an animal and to sacrifice it on the altar. The altar mean in Kabbalah the heart of human. And it says in this portion, Esh tamid tukad al hamizbeach lo tichbe. Esh tamid, permanent fire, supposed to be burned on the altar, and it's not supposed to be turned off. It says in the Yerushalmi that afilu lo b'Shabbat, afilu lo b'tum'ah. This fire mean enthusiasm, like inner joy in being part of this tribe, in being the son of God, in being the one that being commanded to do the will and the wisdom of God. You need to be happy with it, to show that you're enjoying it. But it's very hard, especially when in Shabbos, because what you're doing in Shabbos you deal with spiritual things. But even in Shabbos, you need to come to this work with an inner fire, with your essence, with joy. Afilu betum'ah. What does it mean, afilu betum'ah? A person supposed to maintain his happiness, his joy, his enthusiasm, like ההתלהבות שלו in doing the work of Hashem, even when he's down, even when he's low, even when he finds himself in the lowest place he could find himself. Even then, afilu betum'ah. Esh tamid, the Yerushalmi is saying, also in Shabbos, when you're dealing with spiritual matters, and you got used to them. Even betumah, even when you're falling down, even you find yourself in such inner darkness, don't let this darkness to take you down. Don't let it to come over you. Maintain the fire within. But it's very hard. That's why it says Parshat Tzav. Tzav mean order. Order, sometimes in order to progress in life, sometimes in order to come out of our own Egypt, to come out of the evil inclination, coming out of our ego, we need to order ourselves. And not just to order, we need to bring a sacrifice. We need to sacrifice something. We need to sacrifice something, meaning you need to cut. Sometimes a person today in daily life, he needs to sacrifice the thoughts, what people will think about him if he will decide to leave a group in WhatsApp. How my employee is going to think about me if I'm going to tell him that, look, I don't have work. Life is not just work. There's more to life than just work and money. There's well family. We need to sacrifice those thoughts. And sometimes it's very hard. That's why when a person is being dressed with the divine wisdom, he have a map. He knows, he have clarity and brightness, the way he's supposed to live, even though it's hard. And when we want to come out of ourselves, and when we want to progress in life, and especially spiritual progress, sometimes we need to order ourselves. Enough. And even though it will go against my will, what does it mean against my will? Against the way I think, against the way I feel. But I have to do it in order to progress. We can see it in Shabbat HaGadol. This year, Parshat Tzav is as well in Shabbat HaGadol. Shabbat HaGadol means Great Shabbos, is the Shabbos before Passover. 2,500 years ago, Shabbat HaGadol happened in Yud Benisan, 10th of Nisan. The sons of Israel being ordered, commanded to take a lamp, which the lamp was the idol, the god of Egypt, and tie it to the bed for 4 days. Can you imagine coming to the country of Goshen where the Israelites were at? A guest that coming into the land of Goshen after Yud Nisan, at that time, what he would hear, what kind of sound he would hear, like that's what he will hear. Now think about it. To take the God of Egypt, and they've been commanded, ordered to slaughter him. When the sons of Egypt, the elders, Abechorim, saw that, they came to the sons of Israel and they asked them, what are you doing? They say, we've been commanded by God to take this lamp and to slaughter them. Say, what? This is our God. What are you going to do? I say, that's the order. Can you imagine this moment? That suddenly, Egypt and all its power, Egypt and all its magic, soldiers, the sons of Israel took their God and they were due to slaughter him and to barbecue him, so everyone all over Egypt will feel the scent of a burning flesh of their God. To do something like that, you need to be very courageous, Baal Ometz. You need courage. In order to progress in life, you need to have courage within to let go. But in order to let go, you need to order yourself. You need to use this vessel in order to coach yourself into a better life, into the work of Hashem. You need to use this power. Tzav, order. Order yourself. What to order? Look within the divine wisdom. It will tell you exactly what you need to do. And patience. But time of Pesach, it's time to order ourselves, to let go of things that are not of any use to us anymore. Enough. We chewed this relationship, we chewed whatever is around us, this thought or this fear. It's time to cut. Order yourself. You need to sacrifice it. Meaning you need to let go of it. But in order to do that, you need to use the power of an order. Our soul have this power within it. And every time when a Jew does it, he's pleasing Hashem. Why? Because he's doing his will. Think about certain relationships, especially between man and a woman. Sometimes she or he is asking from you for something, and it's against your will, against the way you think. But when you're doing it, the other person feel like an amazing comfort. He feels so pleased. You know that if you will tap into his pleasure, you can enjoy as well that you've did in by nullifying yourself with no interest, with no special interest. In all relationships is like that. In order to progress in our relationships, in order to progress in our relationship with Hashem, we need to activate this power. Order. You need courage to do that. The Israelites revealed this courage. They revealed this fire within the personal altar. The altar in Kabbalah goes for the heart. They revealed this fire. Esh, fire in Hebrew, is Aleph, Shin. Aleph, Emunah, believe. Shin Shlema.